It takes a whole village to raise our children. It takes a whole village to raise one child.
It is a positive, disciplined, creative environment for kids to be in.
They reach out to you and they say, like, if you ever need anyone, like, I'm here.
I was able to share my support for another child that may not have had the complete support that they needed.
The amazingly positive, wonderful cycle of music making and music learning and family and community, all of these things still exist.
This evening, Damari is soloing with the Dallas Symphony Orchestra at the Meyerson Center.
When I was around 7 years old or so, I discovered a flute in my parents' closet. I remember taking it down to the kitchen to my father and asking him, what do you do with this? How do you put it together? How do you make a sound?
I remember telling him, just blow across this section of the instrument like you would blow across a Coke bottle.
He made me believe that it was easy.
My older brother played before me, and so I basically did everything he did. And so I knew I wanted to play an instrument, and I had the idea that I would play the saxophone.
The saxophone was almost as big as he was. He couldn't handle it. He looked at me. He was somewhat sad that he was not able to pick this thing up. And I asked him, is there any other instruments out here that you see that you might want to play?
I picked up the clarinet, and they were like, oh, that's a perfect fit. Right away, I really liked it because it was fun, and my brother liked it too.
When we were growing up, we played a lot together. I was a disciplinarian musically. You know, I wanted him to be great. If we're in our living room or in the basement of our house in Chicago and we're playing, and he was doing something that I felt he could do a lot better, I didn't shy away from telling him.
I'm the principal clarinetist of the New York Philharmonic.
We did not plan to raise two professional classical musicians. That was not our goal. Our goal as parents was to provide our sons with the foundation and the will to be the best that
Whatever they do.
Whatever they did.
When I was 14, 15, I just knew that I wanted to make music. I wanted to share my music with as many people as possible.
I didn't know too much about music, and I decided to find a flute teacher for him. The first school we went to was Merit.
To see the little kids scurrying about, carrying these little tiny instruments, and each one of these kids was smiling. Mm-hmm. They were having a good time going from class to class, and I would just stand there and just look at these children, and it made my heart beat a little faster.
When I started in Merritt, the school was housed in the Fine Arts building, but I remember clearly, you know, going up the elevator, learning this old music in this old building. It's amazing. It was such a spectacular environment to be learning this very fresh but old art form.
1, 2, 3.
You got to meet different kids from different places and different schools, and that looked different and played different instruments and came from different backgrounds and different families.
By creating a structured environment, it taught me at a very young age the skills necessary to be successful.
The music was just an avenue, but they had acquired so many great skills, other skills that have to do with self-esteem, assertiveness. They learned how to become leaders.
The slow one is better for this because we only are doing this one movement. Being able to go to this school and to study here made me feel like I was very rich, and I was getting opportunities that lots of people weren't lucky to have. Looking back on it now, I see that the value of the education I got was priceless.
It's really beautiful that Merit alum such as Anthony and Damari really open doors for people of community who often feel like they don't have a chance.
Every student I see reminds me of myself and my family. It's amazing, and I think it's wonderful that the cycle continues.
Merit is so raw. Merit is so cool.
They say into your early life romance came.
I love singing. I feel like I'm doing everything right when I'm singing. And I feel like I'm making people happy. I think that's like the best part is like I get to do what I love and people also love it.
Copano is my oldest daughter. She is 17. After she started taking voice lessons, she fell in love with voice and she just excelled musically.
Merit has made me find things in my voice that I did not know existed. Merit has cultivated my range. Before I only sang like really low notes, but now like I'm like, like Mariah Carey. Like.
All right, here you go.
The teachers are really easy to approach and like you can have like personal relationships with them and they're really dedicated to what they do. And also like the students who are here are students who want to be here. Like these are students who want to learn. They want to know music. They want to know their instrument.
It's like a melting pot where you have people with the same interests. I've made great friends here and we share a wealth of information that has helped my children and myself.
And I want you to practically run to the D. I'm always excited to go back to Merit to work with the students because it was only yesterday that I was one of them. Okay, great. All right, one more time.
There's so many opportunities by attending Merit. They gave us free tickets to the Lyric Opera. You get to meet like people like Yo-Yo Ma. You get to hear like all these clarinetists, like all these amazing jazz musicians. And then they also offer like college preparatory things on Sundays, like here's auditions, financial aid.
If I had to give them any sort of advice, it would simply be to take advantage of this spectacular, creative, positive environment.
Merit has provided Copano the training that she needs. I like the fact that she learns beyond what she really comes here for.
I'll tell you my dream. This is my dream. I want to own a coffee shop in either Madrid or Colorado. And I'll live above the coffee shop, and every Friday night there will be music, and I will be the music.
I'm extremely grateful and full of pride that Merit still exists, and we all need to do as much as we can to make sure that it continues to thrive and continues to breathe life and to change young lives, because it sure changed mine. That's pretty good. Should we try the slow version too?
Let's do it.
Let's do the slow version. Okay.